So today I'm here at the Leeds Brownlee Triathlon Centre near Leeds City Centre, the only urban pilot site of the Leeds FAS NFM programme. This site is owned by the University of Leeds, who have been working in partnership with ourselves, the Environment Agency, as well as a range of other partners to deliver NFM measures in an innovative way.
My name is James Wright and I'm responsible for the external estate at the University of Leeds. Under my remit falls Boddington Playing Fields and the Brownlee Centre. The Brownlee Centre is the UK's first purpose-built triathlon training centre and sits alongside a 1 mile cycle circuit which was one of the longest in the country. Alongside the cycling and triathlon facilities, there are a large number of grass sports pitches which are regularly used by students and members of the local community. The Environment Agency approached the University of Leeds in early 2019 to see if any of the university's estate fell within the Aire Valley catchment area. In March of 2019, the Environment Agency confirmed they will be willing to partner with the university and invest in a variety of natural flood management measures at Boddington Playing Fields.
Delivered to inspire students and the local community, we use learning from other NFM projects and research to identify the best areas to deliver NFM measures on this site.
During this process, the university has worked closely with the Environment Agency over the past 2.5 years. The University of Leeds has supported the development of the project with support staff, sustainability service and academic colleagues collaborating to deliver a site that can enhance research opportunity, provide exceptional engagement potential with the Leeds City Council boundary.
It's fantastic to see such exciting nature-based solutions work being conducted at the Brownlee site. This is part of a wider ambition across the catchment to work with nature-based solutions, looking at natural flood management measures as a core element to the second phase of Leeds flood alleviation scheme, helping us to reduce flood risk in Leeds city centre, but working with partners across the catchment.
When the cycle circuit at Boddington was developed in 2017, the university considered ways to enhance the natural flood management and biodiversity of the site. This included the installation of a balancing pond. The pond feature has greatly enhanced the biodiversity of the site with vibrant wildflowers which are noticed during the spring and summer months, and a variety of insects and bird life is now regularly seen around the site.
Trees have been planted on this site with the aim of storing and slowing the flow of water after heavy rain, creating new habitats and storing carbon, making Leeds more resilient to climate change.
The first phase of the scheme was completed in February this year when we planted over 5,000 trees and hedgerows on the site. As we enter the second phase of the project, we will be installing leaky barriers, wetland scrapes and engineered bunds on the site. This will enhance the tree planting that has already taken place.
What's also important with a site like this one at Brownlee is that partnership with the university and the academic partners, that long-term association with student population as well as the academics to monitor the site, learn from the interventions that are on that site by trying different monitoring management techniques and using the latest science to advise that, but equally feeding those results directly into future studies as well. So ideally it would become monitoring centre of excellence, or a way of really showcasing what's possible as a living lab, and I really think that's quite an exciting opportunity for both for the Leeds FAST project, but generally for nature-based solutions and NFM work in Yorkshire.
The work being done at the Brownlee site is giving us a really good opportunity to install a number of different monitoring and experimental designs to help us understand the effectiveness of NFM and how we can best monitor the effectiveness of it at this site as well as other sites throughout the UK. Working with colleagues and students at the university, we've come up with a monitoring plan to help us understand the most effective scenarios. Thanks to funding by the university as well as the project partners, we already have a great deal of monitoring equipment at the site. For instance, we have a weather station to let us know the antecedent conditions that are located at the site, as well as a number of different water quality sondes within the pond, which is located at the site that takes a lot of the overland flow. We're able to look at what the quality of the water is coming into the pond, as well as when it exits. So in addition to the quality of the water, we'll also be able to tell how much water is actually stored within that pond under different flow and rainfall scenarios.
As we continue to work with academic colleagues on the site monitoring will be enhanced, including further soil sampling, linking the on-site weather station to a Leeds-wide dashboard. We've got pond monitoring already in place, and we may expand this further to look at air quality.
As well as the water quality sondes that we have at the site, we're also taking this opportunity to look at how different land management, as a result of some of the NFM interventions, can alter the quality of the soil underneath. So prior to any of the tree planting, we went and collected a number of different soil property measurements. So this included infiltration, soil bulk density, as well as soil organic carbon, so that we can look over a number of years what the impact of the tree planting and NFM interventions may be on the soil characteristics. So these different locations are shown within Q1, Q2 and Q3 here in this figure. We also took this opportunity to look at how the management and the planting of trees might alter the survivorship of the different saplings. So we took a number of different locations, so we can see that we have areas of high density at about 1800 per hectare and a lower density of planting, about 700 per hectare. So we wanted to see, first of all, how the difference in the density of the planting can alter all these soil characteristics. And we also looked at alternating tree management, which you can see here at this top plot, which is 1D. Here we're looking at dividing the management of the trees into 3 different types. So the first one is to provide a geotextile or a bark mulch around the base of the sapling and see how that might alter the survivorship of the trees. We'll use 1/3 of the trees planted at the site using Roundup, so that's a very traditional way of managing any invasive species which might be affecting survivorship. And we're also going to look at 1/3 of the trees, and we're going to strim around it, as well as providing tree guards. So again, this will just give us an indication of what the best treatment is for increasing the survivorship of these different trees.
As part of our monitoring at the Brownlee Centre, we've undertaken a UAV survey of the site. Using the data from this survey, we've been able to create a 3D map of the site using structure from motion. From this map, we're able to calculate surface roughness. Follow-up surveys will allow us to understand the impacts of woodland planting on surface roughness through time.
We are also trialling different ways to protect young saplings. For example, over here is a traditional tree guard, and we will be monitoring the development of these saplings against the saplings that are over here. And these are being protected by a rabbit-proof fence which uses no plastics.
This will help us understand whether or not the addition of the rabbit fencing will also help the survivorship of those different trees.
This site is ideally situated next to Leeds Ring Road, which allows easy access for students, academics and the local community. It provides a great engagement opportunity for everyone to fully learn and understand about the natural flood management techniques being implemented across the Aire Valley and the research undertaken by Leeds University.
By working with nature-based solutions in a way like this, so close to Leeds city centre, it's a really good opportunity to engage people in this work, even though it's on a relatively small scale compared to what we may want to achieve across the catchment. This offers an excellent opportunity to engage people in that local community, the student population, and clearly partners that work with us in the city centre to understand the benefits that this type of work can bring, both from a flood risk management perspective, but also from a green space improvement, biodiversity aspects, health benefits. Public access to a space like this is beneficial on so many fronts.
Once the engineering work has taken place, we'll be installing a trail throughout the various features on the site, which will involve engagement opportunity for members of the community and local schools.
We'll be taking the opportunity to use the site for a number of different community as well as student engagement activities. We'll be using the site for field trips in the future for undergraduate students, as well as for undergraduate and master's student dissertations. We'll also be offering some opportunities for members of the public to get involved in citizen science campaigns too.
My team that look after the sports grounds at Weewood and Boddington are looking forward to seeing what enhancements potential of the installed trees and the natural flood management structures put in place will have on the bottom rugby pitch. Previously, during the winter months and heavy rainfall events, there was substantial flooding on this area, and we believe with the interventions taking place we will slowly see an improvement of drainage on this surface, which will obviously increase playability for staff, students and members of the public moving forward. I'm grateful to be given the opportunity to speak to all today and explain what work I've undertaken in partnership with Leeds City Council and the Environment Agency at Boddington. Please feel free to contact me anytime. I'm more than happy to show people around the site and discuss the flood management measures. Thank you.
And finally, how can you help out? Come down to our Leeds Brownlee Triathlon Centre, where you and other members of the public can help monitor the development of the site by using QR codes that are due to be placed all around the site. Next time you're in Leeds, give myself or one of my other project team members a call. I'll be happy to show you around. See you later.
Alongside the work at the Brownlee Centre, we're also working with a range of partners at the Broughton Hall estate, another Leeds FAS NFM site. Using similar monitoring approaches across both sites will allow a better understanding of the impacts of NFM interventions across both a rural estate in the upper air and an urban site within Leeds. For more information about our work at both the Brownlee Centre or Broughton Hall, please get in touch with us at icasp@leeds.ac.uk.